Welcome to your CARS routine. A few things to keep in mind before you start is watch out for any closing angle pain, any pinching throughout your CARS as we're drawing these circles with our joints. If you feel any pinching or pain at any point, just go around that area like a Pac-Man, avoid it. Just try not to make it hurt. It should be an entire feel-good routine. Okay? Another thing to keep in mind is the term articular here. That means we are moving our joints relative to one another. That means if I'm going to do my shoulder rotations here, try not to get any help from your spine to help you fake more flexion. If this is all the flexion you have, stay there. If this is all the flexion you have, stay there. Don't use your spine to help you get further up. While we're doing, let's say, the hip CARS, as I'm coming out here, some people tend to lean to get that back there. Fight to work in the outer limits of your joints, and you'll be good, all right? No pain, no compensation, all right? Just try your best. We're gonna get started with the neck. So, if your shoulders feel like they're shrugging, pull them down. Pack your belly with some tension, legs with some tension. Try not to let anything shift around here. And what we're gonna do is tuck the chin back and round that neck down, chin to chest. You should feel that in the back of your neck. Now trace your collarbone with your chin over to the left. Now drop your left ear back behind you as you spiral and start to bring that chin up, coming on over towards the middle. Right ear goes behind you as that chin drops towards your shoulder and traces along collarbone. Then we're going to reverse. Trace along the right side of your collarbone with your chin. Drop the right ear back as you start to lift that chin up into the middle. Over to the other side. Dropping the chin. Back down to the middle. Okay. Spine CARS are next. You're gonna give yourself a little hug here. I'll do that from this angle for you. Everything from the waist down should be completely locked with these. Okay? Try not to let your knees bend, your pelvis spill back, shift to the side, anything like that. Just try your best. Pack that belly. Start to fold yourself down, trying to bring that collarbone down to your rib cage here. I want you to rotate over to your right, trying to bring that left elbow towards your right foot. Once you've maxed out, we've reached the roadblock here. I want you to drop your right shoulder back towards your back pocket. As you begin to spiral over to the middle, left shoulder back left pocket, fold down, back to the middle. Now switch directions, rotate here, trying to bring your right shoulder towards your left foot. Drop your left shoulder to your back pocket as you extend that spine up. Right shoulder back pocket, spiral back down, and finish. Next thing we're going to go into is your scapular rotations. So arms are going to be right in front of you. We're going to open them up just a bit here. So in front of you, open them up about 30 degrees. And what we're doing is moving that shoulder blade right over here. So what this does is just draw circles. Elbows locked. Let's pull the shoulder blades down. Let's pull them down and back. Let's pull them back and up. Up and forward. Pull them back down. Down and back. Back and up. Up and forward. Now we're going to reverse. Lift them up and back. Back and down. down and forward as if you're punching through. Lift back up. Pull them back, back, and down, and punch one more time. Right. Now for the glenohumeral joint, you don't necessarily have to take the split stance I am. I'm doing it for the purposes of the camera. All right, so you can keep your feet together or open them up. One hand on your belly, the other hand, we're gonna keep the elbow locked and have it rotated out completely. Keep yourself packed. Let's start going across your body with that arm. Keep tension in your bicep here, guys. We are rotating that joint up there. Across your face, palm starts to face inward. Keep that elbow locked, bicep squeeze. And we're gonna turn that bicep down now. So that palm is gonna start facing away from me. As I swim back into my highest point of extension, continue to rotate that arm inward until that palm is facing away from you. That's half a rep. We're gonna reverse. Extend back. Pretend like you're opening a doorknob back here. Externally rotating that shoulder. As you come back up, keep finding more rotation. Bicep to ear, across your face, across your body, back down. Other arm, hand on your belly. Let's start with an externally rotated shoulder. Start to swim across your body, towards your face. Palm starts to face in. Now turn that bicep down as if you're spilling a glass of water. Keep rotating inward as you swim back to the highest point behind you. Palm facing away at your side. Reverse. Externally rotate that shoulder. As you make your way up, drawing the outer limits of that joint, bicep to ear. Across your face, across your torso, back down. Next thing we're going to do is the elbow cars. So just keep your elbows right at your sides here. This rotation is going to be happening from the forearm and the wrist together. Try not to let your shoulder step in, okay? It's the forearm moving relative to the bicep bone. So rotate, supinate here. As far out as you can, keep those elbows rotating out as you push down to extension. Rotate them inward, so pronate those elbows. And flex. Remember, we're moving through dense air here, so irradiate attention when you're doing these cars. Rotate out, push down. Keep them rotated out, pull back up into flexion. Rotate them inward, push down into extension. Rotate them out, pull them up halfway, and stop right there. We're gonna go for wrist cars. Now the whole challenge here is to make sure your forearm isn't coming inward. So I want you to imagine you're holding 2 glasses of water on your forearms while you're trying to do these wrist cars. So your goal is to not spill them. Pinkies come in together. Draw the palm down to face me into extension as we rotate around. Pull them back in, back to starting position. Then let's reverse. Flex the wrists, abduct them, draw them down into extension to face me, and then adduction facing back one another. Shake that up. Next thing we're going to go into is the hip cars. Okay? If you have a wall nearby, you can place your hand on it. If you can just balance, by all means. So we're going to be working on that left leg here. Everything else, you're kind of just trying to maintain that tension, keep irradiating that tension through your body. So let's take this leg here, draw it across your body. Once you feel like you've maxed out here, you feel that in your inner thigh, start to drive that foot up, trying to go towards the midline of the body as much as you can. Once we hit a roadblock up here, knee comes to the middle, foot is underneath. I'm going to bring it out to the side for abduction. Once I've hit a roadblock, I'm going to try to keep my knee as high as possible as I spiral with my thigh and push back for half rep complete. Now we're going to reverse. Donkey kick back. Bring that leg out beside you. When you reach a roadblock, start to externally rotate that hip and drive your knee up towards your chest, across your body, back down to starting position. Other leg. Excuse me. Cross your body here. Feel the inner thigh fire up. Now start to lift that foot up to the ceiling. Once you've hit a roadblock, come out to the side. Feeling that on the outside of the hip. Now spiral that thigh bone inward as you kick back, feeling that in your glutes and hamstrings. Kick back, bring it out beside you, spiral that leg under as you drive that knee up and over the midline of the body. Try not to rotate yourself with it. Feel that all in the hips and rest. Next thing is going to be knee cars. Now, everything we're doing standing is level 1. It's really the simplest way to do it. As we go further into Kinstretch, you'll see even more advanced setups, which is cool. So, for the knees, I just want you to bring your knee up just a little bit here. The knee rotation is going to happen from your tibia, from your shin bone, okay? So that knee rotation is the tibia rotating relative to your thigh bone. In and external. Internal, external. Okay? So externally rotate that shin. Try not to use your hip to do this. Extend out just a little. We're not locking that knee. Internally rotate. Flex back in. Externally rotate. Slowly extend. Internally rotate and flex. Keep it internally rotated. Let's extend. Externally rotate, flex. One more. Internally rotate, extend. Externally rotate, flex. Nice. Now other leg. Draw that knee up just a bit. Externally rotate that shin bone. Extend a bit. Internally rotate, flex. Externally rotate, extend. Internally rotate, flex. Keep it internally rotated. Let's extend. Externally rotate, flex. Internally rotate, extend. Externally rotate, flex. Next thing is going to be the ankle cars. So we'll go back to that other foot. Keep your leg out straight. This helps us not to use any hip or shin bone when we're initiating the ankle cars. So just want that ankle to draw, back up just a little, to draw some circles here. All right? So we're gonna tilt it in, draw the outer limits of that ankle joint. Let's go 2 circles in each direction. Reverse. And come back around. Nice. Other leg. 2 circles in each direction. Point the toes. Tilt it in. Draw that circle. 2 in each direction. Nice and controlled. And then switch direction. Nice. All right. Next thing is going to be toes. Super, super important if you like the way your feet function, if you like to use your feet. Right. Plant the last 4 toes down and try to only lift your big toe. Set it back down. Do that 4 more times. Lift. Bring it back down. Lift. Back down. 2 more. Lift. Last one. Lift. Good. Now keep the big toes down and try to only lift the last 4. Drive the big toes down. Lift. Lift. 3 more. Lift again. Last one coming up. Nice. Now I want you to lift all of your toes together and only tap the big toe down. Tap. Bring it back up. Tap. Bring it back up. My right one is trickier than my left. Tap that. One more. Keep them all up. Now I want you to spread all your toes like a grand piano here. We're going to drop only the pinky, then the second, third, fourth, fifth. Pull them all up again. Spread, pinky, second, third, fourth, fifth. One more time. Spread them all out. Drop one toe at a time. Beautiful. The last thing we're going to go over is some spine segments. Now, every joint in your body, its foundation is to rotate, except for your spine. Its foundation is to be able to articulately flex and extend all the vertebrae. So this is included in the CARS routine. Do it every day. Your spine will thank you. Getting down on all fours here. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are just slightly wider than that. And what I want you to think of is, this is kind of like a cat-cow, but segmented, done in parts. Okay. So I want you to draw your ceiling. Draw the entire spine up to the ceiling. So we're flexing everything. I have my pelvis tucked, my neck flexed down, and my spine flexed. Keep holding that tension throughout your body here. Keep the upper spine flexed as we start to extend that little spine. So start to tilt that pelvis back to get some spine extension in the low back, and then extend mid back, upper back, punching that chest through, and then neck. We'll reverse, tuck that chin down, flexing that neck, start flexing the upper spine, pulling it up to the ceiling, mid spine, low spine, tucking that pelvis in. Let's go one more time, tilt the pelvis back, extending that spine, mid spine, upper spine. This is the area that's going to feel the stickiest. Back up. One more time with a reverse. Tuck the chin. Pulling that chest up. Mid spine. Low spine. Tucking that